It's just something that happens. What's up, brother? It's good to see you, Brandon. You as well. Congratulations. Thank you, you too. We're going to get him. We're getting him and stuff. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because he just walked behind me, and then, like, 2 weeks later, he's playing for us.
We would definitely use this shot now.
We would. Definitely need to use that shot.
The first time in 52 years, the Giants are world champions.
That's every kid's dream.
Whatever happened last year's over.
It's time for us to go to work.
It's going to be harder than it was. Everyone's gunning for us.
It's just one of those things, either you have it in you or you don't.
This is a new year, it's a new season, new race. We want to defend our championship.
Yeah. Only appropriate. Only appropriate. Which tie am I going with? Definitely this electric one. Kaboom. You're right. You're absolutely right.
2/3 of the way through a hectic season, a rare off day allows the defending champs to make the ceremonial trip to the White House.
We're meeting with the President of the United States, the most powerful leader in the free world. The only reason we get to meet him probably is because we won the World Series. We want to repeat just as much as any other world champion wants to repeat. And it's just a reminder of where we need to be to get to where we were last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2010 World Series champions, the San Francisco Giants.
Manager Bruce Bochy once called them a bunch of misfits and cast-offs. Let me take a look at these guys. One of these characters is Tim Lincecum. Where's Tim? I see him back there. Recognize the hair? And then there's the guy with the beard. Where's he? I do fear it.
I don't know. He closes deals, so don't I. I think we're one and the same. Just saying.
Now, underneath Brian's beard and the spandex tuxedo and the sea captain costume is also one of the most dominant closers in baseball. So even though this team is a little different, one thing they know is how to win. And so once again, I want to congratulate this team and wish them all the best of luck in the rest of the season, unless the White Sox are in the World Series. All right. Congratulations, everybody.
Being from Washington, D.C., being able to be in the White House at the same time as the president, and to meet him and shake his hand, and to hear him speak. I mean, that's my own backyard, so it meant the world to me. So this is my neck of the woods, Northwest Washington, D.C. This is where I was born and raised, man. Home sweet home. When I was coming up, it was a tough neighborhood to grow up in, but at the same time, I'm proud to say I'm from there. That's how it started. I don't know if you can get that view down there. That was me, probably, 12 years ago? Learning how to catch, getting some skills, man. Look at them. That's where it starts.
Reserve infielder Manny Burris has come a long way from the streets of D.C.
Burris goes, and he is going to steal it easily. Line drive, base hit, right field. The Giants have done it again.
But his past is never far from his thoughts.
Playing baseball back when I was, coming up, it was tough, especially being in the inner city. The fields weren't too good. You didn't always have the best equipment.
Despite the less than ideal conditions, Burris found refuge with DeLorean Young, a teammate who would grow to become the brother he never had.
If you saw DeLorean, you saw me. And if you saw me, you saw DeLorean. We were always together. I actually met DeLorean when I was in 8th grade. We were having tryouts for a DC All-Star baseball team. So yeah, here's the field over here. We always talked about playing professional sports. I know I'm going to play, what are you going to do? You know, and he was like, I know I'm going to play, what are you going to do? And basketball courts, I used to dominate over there.
Emmanuel always surrounded himself with good people. I loved all his friends, but DeLorean was very special. He was loved by everybody.
DeLorean, he was playing football in a college at West Virginia, and I was on baseball scholarship. And we came home from college on Thanksgiving break. And he invited me to come out with him, and I can't really remember whether it was I was just tired or I was with my family, but I told him I'm not going out tonight. We'll get together before we both go back to school. Right around 4 in the morning, I got a phone call. And I looked at my phone and I see that it was a girl who, was a really good friend of mine. So I picked up the phone. She's screaming, she's crying. She says DeLorean's dead. On the way home, a car, pulls up right next to him. They just let loose on everybody, and the only one to die, only one to get, a fatal shot was DeLorean. It's tough for me to even ride up that street right now. Sometimes I don't even do it. It's sad because whenever someone's taken, it seems like it's always the wrong person to go. It hurts. To this day, it hurts.
I do believe that when Emmanuel was on the field, that DeLorean is on the field with Emmanuel.
That's a big reason why when I hit my first and only Major League home run, the pitch I shouldn't even swung at.
Hit hard down the right field line, headed for the seats. Goodbye.
I look up and I'm like, did you see that, DeLorean? I got one, and I'm rounding second base. The only thing I could think about at that point was DeLorean, how proud he would have been of me, just to make it, to actually hit a home run. And he used to talk trash about me not hitting home runs because in high school he could hit, he always had home runs and I didn't have any. So, it was kind of, talking trash to, my man, hey, I got a home run.
That's his first big league home run for Emmanuel Burris.
But I knew that ball needed to be his. I came straight here and I went up to his gravesite and just dug a hole and, planted the ball in and said, DeLorean, here you go. This one's for you. That ball definitely belongs to him and nobody else. He's here for sure, which keeps me going.
Welcome live today here at Citizens Bank Ballpark in South Philly.
What, do you think I was going to be at the studio today taking phone calls? What are you, nuts? No, it's Giants-Phillies tonight.
Who played an excellent 6-game championship series last year, won by the Giants in surprising fashion. The Giants in 2011 are still hungry. I mean, this is a free year for the Giants.
They have had every reason at times to say, you know what, this is not going to be our year. They lose Posey, lose the catcher, lose the second baseman. Sandoval missed 6 weeks. Ross was out. Torres has been down. Aubrey Huff hasn't hit.
You know what? Giants have a down year. Not been the case. They have not blinked an eye. But it's that hungry aspect of it that you really like about this team. This team is a hard freaking nosed team.
Yes! Go! And here they are in first place, playing the Phillies. Let's face it, these are the two best teams in the National League.
It's nice to be back here, huh, Huffer? What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Doing good, man.
Good to see you.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
I was happy for you
Thank you.
year,
Appreciate that.
That is hit well into left field, and Cody Ross has gone deep twice. The Giants win the pennant.
Last season's National League Championship MVP, Cody Ross, is an unwelcome visitor in the city of brotherly love.
I expect the boos, but some of the stuff is a bit much. There's a I Hate Cody Ross Facebook page. If I would have came in here in the playoffs and went over, it would have been no I Hate Cody Ross page. it's ultimate respect.
Hey, you walked in, did you smell the champagne on the floor still?
Really?
Yeah, as soon as you walked in.
I noticed.
Then I got used to it. It smelled like my apartment in college.
Now we will talk to the Giants skipper here in a sec. He's going to say hello. Bruce, Chris Russo, how are you, pal?
Hey, Chris, I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm hanging in there. It's good to see you again, all right? How things going? Pretty good?
Good.
Do I expect as a Giant fan a little Christmas present under the tree by name of Carlos Beltran?
Well, I'm sure Brian, he's talking to a few clubs now, and if there's something out there that makes sense, Brian would do it. He did it last year.
And Lincecum is scratched tonight. Nothing serious. What's up with him?
Chris, he showed up really sick. I guess last night, wee hours in the morning, he threw up a couple times.
With Giants ace Tim Lincecum scratched because of the flu, the highly scrutinized Barry Zito becomes the emergency starter.
Zito pitching on 9 days rest. Here's Ibanez. Brothers on first and second with 2 outs.
Drive to right. This ball is gone.
3-run home run for Raul Ibanez.
And it's a 4 spot for the Phillies here in the first inning.
And the alarming thing, Kay, is that's 2 in a row now. This is 2 stinkers in a row.
And his ERA in his last 2 starts, 11.81.
Out.
Let's talk about the first place Giants in the NL West. What are they in need of?
Well, Beltran is going to be the answer to every question here. We're just going to say Beltran. But yes, he is their biggest target.
And if you're the Giants, do you hang on to your young arm, a hot pitching prospect named Zach Wheeler, or do you gamble for a Beltran for 3 months?
It's a big decision, yeah.
I mean,
huge.
It's one of those choices between the present and the future. And if you're the Giants, what do you do?
Just hypothetically, if a 6-time All-Star were to fall into your lap, would you play right field or left field?
You want to add one layer of intrigue to this whole thing? The Giants and the Phillies are the top 2 contenders to get Carlos Beltran.
Unless it's going to be a blockbuster type move, I don't see too many things being changed on this team.
We're looking for some help with this offense, somebody hitting the heart of the order. I know that's what Brian's been working hard on, so we'll wait and see what happens here before I go any further.
While the Giants search for a savior at the plate, their bullpen needs no upgrade. It's currently among the league leaders in saves, ERA, and laughs.
I'm mic'd, yeah. Say whatever you want.
Lefty relievers Jeremy Affeldt and Javier Lopez epitomize the quirky brotherhood found in the Giants' pen.
Baseball teams know how bullpen guys are, and they were a little crazy.
They might have 3 or 4 of you guys committed.
We have different personalities for sure.
That's part of the charm. I think that's what you don't want to be carbon copies. Nobody wants to be robots out there.
I don't get it.
You see the extremes. I mean, obviously you see Wilson, who everybody recognizes. When you think of the San Francisco Giant bullpen, you think of Wilson and the beard.
That's crap. What does that mean?
Affeldt is just, that's him too. It's like, you like the dynamics. That's what I personally enjoy about the team.
Keep going.
You have Romo, kind of the silly guy down there a little bit.
The one thing about Romo, he almost has a perfect personality for what this job entails, because you need to be able to entertain yourself. I think he does a great job of just doing that.
We make him pack a pink bag because we want everybody to see that he's carrying it. I think that a pink bag is to be known. It's like a bullseye in your back that says, look, I am the youngest guy here and you need to know your place.
You got to carry special goodies for special people. The Affeldt is a big Wrigley's.
Juicy fruit, winter fresh.
Basically, they told you to no lie about Affeld's Wrigley's. You got guys like Wilson, who's big on the peanut butter cups. All I know is I have no shame in carrying the backpack. My take on the backpack is, as long as I have the backpack, I got a spot at the table. So, all happy to wear it. Here we are, just strap it on.
The Giants and the Phillies tonight from Philadelphia.
But the intensity on the field is matched by the intrigue off it as trade winds continue to swirl.
All the talk around the Giants today and this Carlos Beltran deal, which is apparently done.
It's not official.
Although it's not official yet.
That's a potential Beltran deal.
Officially.
How
think he could help us.
The Giants will have a new middle-of-the-order hitter beginning tomorrow here in Philadelphia if everything goes well.
He is the newcomer, greatest player.
With a new outfielder seemingly on the way, ex-Philly Aaron Rowan looks to make a mark against his old team.
Here's Rowan. 2 outs, no score, man at first.
Let's go, Rowan. Come on now. Here we go.
Rowan down the right field line.
Oh,
get down.
Eli Whiteside's got catcher's legs. Here he comes.
Go, Whitey.
Get there!
And Utley's throw is going to be late. And Rowan knocks in Whiteside.
Way to get us going, Eli.
And the Giants lead 1-0.
Reminiscent of last year's tight NLCS, this potential postseason preview has a playoff atmosphere.
Let it go, Matty.
And Kane throwing a 3-hitter at the moment. As we go to the last half of the 7th inning, 2-0 Giants.
Well, they're bullpenning the way Kane's going tonight. The game's over.
There's a pop-up near the mound. Kane is calling it. Oh, and he bumped into Whiteside. It's a fair ball!
There's no excuse.
And the Phils will see if they can take advantage.
Let's get our heads out of our ass.
Yeah. Okay. Javi. The Giants will get the bullpen going. And it looks like Javier Lopez starts to throw.
I got double switch.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I got Lopez to be in Ross's spot.
You ready?
Yeah. Great job. Hell of a job, man. We throw the ball.
All right, he's calling you here. Come on.
As one of the Giants' left-handed specialists, Javier Lopez is often called upon to face just a single batter.
And Javi Lopez is the new pitcher, the left-hander.
Lopez has been devastating against left-handed hitters.
I hear a lot of people say that I have the best job in baseball, and I can understand why, because, again, it's that lefty specialist label where I'm going to come in and face one guy.
Now you got to know who you got back there. Go to work, Javi.
But people always think you could just find a lefty that can do that, and that's why it almost becomes a harder job to keep.
2 down in the 8th inning. The hitter will be Chase Utley.
Everything lives and dies with that at-bat for me.
A base hit ties it for the Phillies.
Hit well into center field. Torres is going to get there, and that's going to end the inning.
Highway, Javi.
As the team looks to close out the Phillies, back in San Francisco, GM Brian Sabean puts the final touches on the Giants' big acquisition.
Bobby saves. Yeah, I'm in the office downstairs. We good to go?
Okay, it's a done deal.
I called it one of the biggest trades in franchise history.
Beltran is a Giant.
Carlos Beltran immediately becomes the Giants' team leader in hits, runs, doubles, triples, homers, RBIs, slugging percentage.
He is the impact guy in this market.
So we're done. And everything's approved by the commissioner.
This is a tremendous coup for Brian Sabean, their general manager.
All parties are apprised of changes in the contract that's been approved.
I'm sure Bruce Bochy will be happy to write in his name in the lineup.
And then obviously we'll get in touch with Beltran. But he's already in the hotel getting ready, I would presume, to leave. All right, thanks for all your help. Congrats.
Bottom of the 9th inning, Giants with a 2-1 lead.
You know that you're going to pitch, but you always wait for that confirmation. A phone call.
Yeah. Okay.
Will, you got it.
Willie.
My job description is to come in and shut the game down.
This is why we love baseball. Wilson coming on.
So you're going to get me.
The first man he gets is Ryan Howard, former National League MVP.
Oh, well, let's get that first guy. Come on.
9th inning's different for a lot of people.
My job description is not to come in and be awesome. It's get 3 outs.
Out of way.
Closing on it, and Rowan makes the catch.
Nice, Willie.
I go out there, and I think about the best possible solution, and that's getting the game over.
Chopper on the infield. Keppinger. Easy play. 2 down.
That's the pitch right there. Rolled him over.
Since 2008, Brian Wilson has picked up 158 saves.
Sometimes it can get a little crazy.
2-2 the count. That's a bullet down the right field line foul. Man, oh man.
A pitcher could care less about that. All that is to a pitcher is a foul ball.
Because my focus is on getting you out and cleaning this game up.
All right, make a pitch, Willie. Come on.
On the infield, little tapper, Kevinger there, and the ball game is over.
Got it, baby. Nice.
The Giants win it by a final of 2-1. Another save for Wilson.
That way, stud. Good work.
And a terrific day for the San Francisco Giants. Not only do they beat the favorite team in the National League on their home soil, but they also acquire Carlos Beltran. And he is on his way here to Philadelphia to play for the Giants.
It's the move that everybody in San Francisco is talking about. Beltran.
Take me inside the last 24 hours for Carlos Beltran.
Well, it has been really crazy for me.
The Mets dealt Carlos Beltran to the highest bidder, and that turned out to be the defending World Series champs. San Francisco gave their top pitching prospect up, Zach Wheeler.
I'm happy with the decision. I think it worked out good for the Mets. I think they got a good prospect.
The Mets are going to get the number one prospect in the Giants system. That's Zach Wheeler.
So I think I have a chance once again to go to the playoff with this organization. So it worked out great for both.
You can only defend the World Series in the year after you've won it. And that's what the San Francisco Giants are now legitimately trying to do.
We really thought he was the best player available for our needs.
When you can add a guy batting third in the lineup for an offensive team that needs it desperately, I think that's a great signing.
Once it came to a head and we knew we had to act, we were prepared to do what we did, which was give up Wheeler, which is a tough bridge to cross. After we lost Buster, we've really struggled. Quite frankly, we hope like hell it takes the pressure off some of the other guys that have been struggling.
Hopefully, like I say, I can bring to this organization what they're looking for.
Closer Brian Wilson has been looking for Carlos Beltran for weeks.
Our lineup today is pretty filthy, let's just say. Let's start off with Carlos Beltran. The guy's a phenomenal hitter, switch hitter. There's talks of him coming over to the Giants. More than welcome. Come on over, pal.
Be honest. You want to sort of touch Brian Wilson's beard, sort of figure out what's going on there.
You know what? No, really, man.
It's real.
Yeah. My eyebrows, I'm going to let it grow.
You're with the Misfits now.
Yeah, I need to come up with something, man.
Yeah, we're a defending world champion team. We're in first place without him. With him, who knows what can happen.
I just want to win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Everybody's so focused on Beltran, and rightfully so. It's a big name. It's an exciting move.
You just have to turn the page. They're going to move on. I have to move on with my own career. So, but I had a great time with them.
Is it cool you don't have to face this guy anymore?
It's great, man. It's great. I got tired of you hitting all those doubles off of me.
When you're a player on a team that makes a commitment to go for it during midseason, you're pretty amped up, and that's kind of what happened when that deal went down. Everybody in that clubhouse, just their spirits raised.
Good to see you. Good to see you too, man.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How quick do you think Bochy came off his number 15 for Beltran?
As soon as he could get the shirt off.
I know he wore number 15, so I say, do you want your watch with diamonds or without diamonds?
That number's been sitting on the bench long enough. It needs to be out on the field.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me.
We're excited. We're thrilled to have you.
Thank you. All right. Pleasure to be here, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Good man. He's a good man for giving up the number. That shows me a lot of class. You better get a gold watch, though, for it. Rolex.
The addition of Beltran provides a huge upgrade to the Giants' offense, but it comes at a price for the last man on their roster, Manny Burris, who gets caught in a numbers game and is sent down to the minors.
There's only 25 men that are allowed on the roster. It's so hard to take as a young player because you don't always see the big picture. But he'll be playing every day down there, and Manny will be back and be a big part of this thing before it's over with.
Vamos, suelte, caballo. Vamos.
Here we are, ready to go from Philadelphia. Giants and the Phillies, finale of this 3-game set.
Phillies have won 9 consecutive series in a row. The Giants are going to try and pour a little water on that party. Till Lincecum's ticked off. They got Beltran in the lineup.
I can't wait for this game. I can't wait.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Suerte, caballo. Mike, have a good day. Good.
And a rude reception for Carlos Beltran. Bounce to the right side. Howard juggles it, picks it up, and gets it over there to Kendrick in time.
He threw me a first pitch cutter and a second pitch slider. That's what he does, man. He throws a lot of cutters.
Pablo Sandoval leads it off.
Oh, Pablo, vamos.
Skies one deep to left. Down the line, Ibanez to the fence, and it's gone. Opposite field home run for Pablo Sandoval.
While the Giants eagerly anticipated Beltran's bat, in his first game, it's his glove that takes center stage.
This one is hit softly into right. Charging is Beltran to make his presence felt for the first time for the Giants.
Probably held their breath a little bit. The Giants watch him get his spikes caught out there. Ooh, that looked a little awkward.
Well, Lincecum's stuff is crisp tonight.
Got him swinging.
I know he went through the flu and he was not happy about it. This time of year, getting a couple extra days rest on your shoulder can do exactly what it's done here tonight.
And he got him. And that'll end the inning on the strikeout.
That's the beautiful thing about being Lincecum. He's got 4 pitches he can strike out with.
Beltran 0 for 3 in his Giants debut. Towering fly ball into shallow right. Victorino and Brown converge on it, and it's Brown.
He throws a lot of shit, you know. It's like a sinker, cutter, shit, splitter, changeup, whatever, you know.
Ball game. Giants take 2 out of 3.
Good night, Bobby.
Good week for them. They go to the White House to meet the president. They win 2 out of 3 from the Phillies, and they pick up Carlos Beltran.
We're going to try to show up tomorrow.
Next time on The Franchise.
The Giants trading for Orlando Cabrera.
What's up, baby? Welcome to the show.
Hello, baby.
Hey, Carlos. Loosen up. Stretch it out. He's 2 for 17. He's had a bad start.
I can probably say that I'm the only baseball player in the history of the game to break his face twice.
Have you ever had a weird thought on the mound? What's the weirdest thought on the mound you've ever had?
Let's be honest, I'd like to say I'm completely focused, right? The game's on the line. It's not like I'm thinking about what does barbecue, pop chips, and Cholula taste like. Because I already know that answer. It tastes friggin' awesome. It's perfect. Pop chips, you ever heard of them? Yeah, you have. That was like their gift to America, saying, here are chips. These are sweet. Kaboom. And then you add Cholula, which we all know is one of the best sauces ever made and created. I don't even know if it was invented or created. I think it just happened in a pool. And they're like, well, let's collect this. What do we call it? Cholula. You add it to the chips, you shake it around, and just try it, okay? Just friggin' try it. It's so good. So good.